going.
Hey, this is Audrey.
I'm David. Rather than tell you guys about some renovation that we did, we're going to actually tell you a little bit of a story about a trailer and our road trip that we took this summer. So
it's our tiny house on wheels. It's my Hyatt on wheels. It's the Hyatt that I get to.
Affectionately known as Lulu.
Right.
So we have a 1964 vintage travel trailer. We bought it in
Utopia, Texas,
aptly named, probably 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
8 years, 9 years.
I think, yeah. We found it for $500.
We drove past it and both immediately turned. It was parked in front of the feed store, and we turned around and said, we're buying this trailer. And so we called the guy, and he came over, and we gave him $500, and we drove back to Austin, 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And so the trailer had been sitting in a field for 30 years, roughly. Probably hadn't ever been camped in, and we began the process of renovating it just to have some fun. So we'd done it before with a house, and we'd done it before with another house, and we built a house, and so it seemed like a fun.
We had the tools,
yes, and
we had the experience, so decided to do it. It was originally the kind of trailer that had a kitchen, a bathroom,
a shower,
all the bed arrangements, and David is super handy, and having gone to architecture school, he has a great sense of design sense, so he was able to kind of figure out where things should be configured, and I was able to help from the perspective of livability. And
the first thing we discovered is that when a trailer sits in the grass for 30 years, it's a big fat mess. So
yeah.
We spent a couple of years basically taking it down to the studs and rebuilding it from the ground up. We stripped out everything because nobody ever needs to take a midnight shower, but they actually might need to use the potty at midnight.
Right.
So that's the kind of backstory for the trailer, and we have a picture of the trailer.
Yeah. That's Lulu.
That's Lulu, and there's another picture of Lulu. These were actually paintings that were made by a woman who paints vintage travel trailers, and we sent her a photo and she took the paintings.
Yeah. But what we really wanted to tell you about today is that we took a huge road trip this summer for 6.5 weeks all over the West Coast through 9 states. And the 4 of us, our 2 boys, 10 and 12, and ourselves, lived in the trailer pretty much for
Except
5.5 weeks.
One night.
Yeah, one night we stayed at a hotel, and about a mix of a week we stayed with friends, but ultimately we camped for 5.5 weeks.
We did a lot of KOAs.
Yeah, we did an amazing road trip that was really a big adventure. We had blowouts, bears, and brake failure.
Yes.
So we had
each of those is longer than a 2-minute story.
Yeah.
We basically drove from, I am self-employed. I have the luxury of being able to take some time off from my job. And so we did 6 weeks in a couple of days and drove to California and went from Austin to El Paso to Tucson to San Diego to San Onofre, Huntington, LA, San Luis Obispo, Felton, Half Moon Bay, Tahoe, Elko, Ketchum, Jackson, Moab, Durango, Pagosa, Taos, Abilene, home. That's the route.
He's good with remembering all that stuff. But the cool part about it was that we were able to live really comfortably in the trailer. We all felt like it was a great size. It was easy to clean. It was easy to maintain. I learned how to hitch and unhitch and haul without David. He actually had to go back and forth
to get some work done.
Yeah, and to Austin and other places. So I actually had to take over 3 different times alone. And so I was super empowered while he was gone and while he was there. But we just really made it like a home away from home, and it was super comfortable. In the end, we felt like we could have just kept going for a really long time.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
Yeah, and we had, in terms of the renovation stuff, we did a big push towards the end to fine-tune the trailer.
Yeah,
so that it
was
a
lot of really great storage.
Did a lot of great storage. Everybody had a bin that we put stickers on.
Yeah, we had countertops and pantry.
We had
a
water,
kitchen area with
a sink.
Yeah.
So I took it down to nothing, and then I slowly built it back up to something. And that's in addition to the renovation we did across the street and the house that we built here.
Yeah, and we finally got cushions that we could have in the trailer that made it great for sleeping, and we chose. The 2 of us are really good about making the decisions for design and color and fabric and all of that. So we managed to get some great great cushions in there now, so it makes it really easy, much better than it was before.
Yeah.
So.
And we just went again this weekend camping. So.
Yeah, and we can't wait to go again. But so that's probably way over 2 minutes, but that's a little bit about us, and hopefully we'll get to tell you more in the future.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.